Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this, another brand new day. And it's a brand new, wonderful day. Hopefully a wonderful day anyway. Hopefully if you're watching this, you're not in some sort of war-torn area or some place where you're slowly starving or something like that. Hopefully it is actually a wonderful day. But every day that we're alive, there's at least hope and promise. Possibly just the promise of a swift and painless death, or the hope at least of such, but at least there's some kind of hope and promise. This got dark really fast, and I am so sorry. I just meant to start off and say it's a good day, and I hope your day is a good one too. Like I said, I didn't mean for it to get so grim so quick. Oh, my back pillow. Even though my chair has lumbar support, lumbar support. It would be lumbar support for anybody else, but for me it feels like negative pressure, so I have to put in another one of those pillows that you see in the stores, where they sell the various orthopedic devices. It's just a foam cushion where your lumbar vertebrae is. It's got a big old poof part, and you just stuff it into your curve, or where your curve is supposed to be, and that provides the support that's necessary. So yay. But I went walkies last night. Didn't go up to Walmart, but I walked around town, and because of the heat and all that, there have been a lot of spiders. I've talked about all the spiders that I've had in here, and outside there have been spiders everywhere, and that's fine. It's good. We need to have spiders eating all the bugs and such like that. But there have been a lot of wolf spiders, and I watch for those when I'm out walking, because I don't like to walk on spiders. I don't like to walk on anything. I don't like killing things, so I watch my feet. And one of the things, let's see if I can, I've got my chair facing forward. I'm trying to get my spine facing forward properly, so that I'm not sitting in a weird twisty angle with my chair facing this way and my back facing that way with my legs going this way. So trying to keep it so that I'm at least semi-sitting normally, and it's just not working. No matter what I do, my back is just all a mess. But I was out walking, and one of the things that I saw was this big old wolf spider with legs about that big round, and it ran out on the sidewalk. And so I walked up to take a look at it, because I like to at least look at them, from a distance, arachnophobia and all. And it died. It was a big spider, and it was pretty cool. And when I walked away, there are a couple of reasons. Number one, it's like it's a wolf spider. It doesn't really need me, bugging it and causing problems. Number two, somebody else was starting to walk by, and I didn't want to attract attention to it, because even though I'm not going to step on it, I don't want anyone else to step on it. I don't want them to go, ooh, spider. So don't attract attention to it. And then number three, I am arachnophobic, and I'm a human being, and even though I don't like trying to kill things, with my arachnophobia, I have that atavistic desire to kill it because it's hideous. And so I could feel that thing going, you should do this, when my rational and emotional part of my brain is going, no, it wants to live too. And so walked away before I would do anything foolish, like step on it. So there was a big spider, and it lived. Yay! It was late. That's why I didn't walk the whole way. It was close to 9 o'clock before I got out walking. But at least I went walking, and I did deep squats, and I'm up to doing sets of 50 squats when I do them now, so that's good. My legs are already in good shape. I just wanted to have some sort of extra tone and work for my upper legs. Some of the muscles in my calves are just rock solid. I was putting on my stockings the other day and just feeling my calf muscles, and it's like they're like, you can knock on them. Some of those things, they're so rock solid just from walking. And it's like, well, I'd like to keep the upper part of my legs toned as well, which is one of the reasons I've been doing the squats. You got to keep your back straight when you do them. Otherwise, it doesn't. You're taking a lot of the tension in your back instead of your legs. So it's hard to do, but it's worth it, and it's a good thing. I think my knees are starting to get better. Yay, my right leg is not causing me quite so many problems. And my left knee, while, oh boy, got to be super careful, especially with that one spot where I tore the cartilage before. That part hurts a lot, but on the whole, the pain issue seems to be slowly diminishing on both knees. Gotta keep my eyes out for them. Gotta keep watching. Gonna be making sure. Yay! I hear me a Dr. Snurf over against the wall drinking water. Possibly my mic is picking that up as well. I hope so. That's Dr. Snurf over there. Yay! My other hamsters, Gojira, she is sleeping. And little Figmo, he's been doing fine after his little adventure where he got out. And again, I want to stress that Amelia, she is hell on wildlife. She's a cat. She destroys birds. She destroys other animals. She is horrible. She kills things. She's a cat. You know, that's what cats do. So I want to stress how unusual it is that whenever hamsters get out, she knows. Because when Figma was running around, she was awake down there where he was running around. And when I noticed him running, she was up and walking. And he was running through her feet and running around on the carpet while she watched. And she never, ever, ever did anything to hurt him at any point. She knew he was there. And she eats shrews and other mice and stuff like that outside. She kills rats. She's hell on the wildlife. So she knows. Cats and dogs are just, they're amazingly smart. They're just incredible beasts. We all are on this planet of ours, and we're destroying it so quickly. And let's not talk about that part, shall we? But continuing over here, we have little Saber / Cream. She's sleeping, but Figmo he's fine. He's great. He's good. He was all active last night, and I made sure to, after his adventure, you know, I made sure to give him lots of food because I don't know how long he'd been out. You know, so he's doing well. The only one that's been awake up until Dr. Snurf over there had started drinking water has been little Dust Mop here. And even he he's more half asleep than awake because he's underneath his tilted piece of cardboard that he uses as his nest, and he's just been, when he's even doing stuff, his eyes aren't even open, but he's eating periodically, and then he'll groom himself a little with his eyes closed, and then he'll go back to not moving for a while, and then he'll do something, but his eyes stay closed the entire time. So he's the only one that's really been awake, that's been within reach, and I don't want to bother him. He's half asleep. And it's like, goodness gracious. If I'm going to dig them out of their nests so that I can bring them out, they have to be at least awake so they can at least comprehend, you know, as best their little comprehend, for the air quotes, you know, as best a hamster can what's happening, instead of terror that being woke up and attacked. So nah, I'm not going to get him up and out of his cage. I mean, I love showing off my hamsters so much. I'm so proud of each and every one of them. They're just wonderful little beasts. They're awesome creatures, and I love them to death. And that's one of the reasons that I don't bring them out all the time, because I respect their autonomy as much as I can as a human being. I mean, human beings, we are contradictory messes. So I do the best I can at walking a path that I have set for how I want to live my life ethically, morally, etc., etc., etc. And one of those things is respecting the bodily and mental autonomy of other sentient creatures. And even though they are tiny, tiny minds with tiny, tiny personalities and tiny, tiny capabilities relative to us, because after all, they are perfectly suited for their environment, even though they're small and tiny and I have the capability of doing so much to disrupt their lives, that's why I have the responsibility to not do so. And so, I'm sorry, no hamsters, because they're sleeping or half asleep, and I don't want to bother them because they're awesome little critters and they deserve to be able to sleep in safety and not worry about being attacked. They're not out in the wild. They're not having to survive in the nature, which is red in tooth and claw. I am keeping them safe, and I want them to feel safe. So one of the things that makes them feel safe is not being dug out of their nests, their safe places, when they're trying to sleep. Yay! I am sometimes an incredibly silly man, but there you go. I just like small furry critters. And as you can see, I have still a stuffed animal collection. No real place to put them. And stuffed animals, luckily, you can just wad them into a garbage bag altogether. Not a garbage, yeah, it's a garbage bag. It's a plastic garbage bag. My box went away. Then they're just in a bag now. All of my other stuffed animals that aren't out. Except for one or two. Like I say, I like stuffed animals for whatever reason. I've never been the kind of person to put out like decorations on a bed, so I don't put stuffed animals and such out on display in that fashion. The only time that I've ever done something like that is, I cannot remember if I actually did this while I was in the Air Force or if it's just faulty memory, because my memory is broken. I'll talk on another day about that sort of thing, but I think at the very least I know I bought one when I first got married, and I had one prior to that, which is why I bought one then, but it was a giant stuffed fish pillow, and I bought it because it was a giant stuffed fish. Not that I liked fish. Fish are boring, and I don't like fish for that reason. I like animals that you can pick up and play with, not that you just sit and look at, because if you tap on the glass, of course, you're just going to hurt them, because sound waves travel through water so much better, and those sharp tack, tack, tack is very painful for marine creatures. So I want to touch things. I want to pick them up. So the fish are not for me. They're fine for other people. I will never, ever, ever put anyone down who likes fish. Again, it's all our wiring, and you can't control that. You can control your outward manifestations of things that you want to present to the world, but you can't control how your wiring is done and how that makes your mind work. That's why I like little fuzzy creatures. That's why I'm terrified of large spiders. Except when they get too big. Then they don't really trigger as spiders anymore. I don't think I would be terrified if I was around one of those big Goliath spiders that I think they're South American, but they're as big as a dinner plate. When I see pictures of spiders like that, or pictures of people with tarantulas, that go crawling on their arms and such like that, if it's a regular spider like this that I see, oh my God, every nerve just goes going out of my body. But once they hit a certain size, it doesn't do that anymore. And then it's like my body just goes, that's fascinating. Let's go take a look. Because it doesn't trigger as a spider anymore. That's why the tiny ones, I can pick those up. My brain doesn't trigger them as a spider. It's just, oh, look at the tiny cute thing. And even though I can see those little 8 legs going wiggity, wiggity, wiggity on the little baby spider, but then the tiny baby spider body, even though my mind knows, looks at it and says, yeah, that's a spider, it doesn't trigger the arachnophobia, because it's like, oh, it's so cute. It's only when it hits that certain size that it goes into danger. And then once it goes above that, it's like, that's so big it can't even be a spider. What the hell is that? Let's go take a look at it. Wow. So we've all got our weird wiring in our head. And that's a good thing. Heads, plural. For us, singular, one head. For us as a species, plural. Thumbs up for that. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab, and I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I'm not reading the comments right now. Just thank you for having left me a comment. Good comment, bad comment, indifferent comment. It is appreciated. If I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker. We're just not good at that. And even though I count American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand with my depression from my... well, who knows what causes that? I mean, biochemistry. But my alcoholism, brain damage thereof, my fibromyalgia, my memory is 1,000% better than it used to be, but oh boy, it ain't good. So, Joe Duffy, greatly appreciated. Michael Castro, thumbs up and thank you. And we have Finn, thumbs up and thank you. Pandora, NYC1, not every day is a wonderful one. Random Videos Official, thumbs up. Dorky, greatly appreciated. Abdullah Michael, thank you very much. And we have Kathy Kitscat, greatly appreciated. Cosmos5078, thumbs up. NF, thank you very, very much. Kitsune Tomashi 1402, thumbs up and thank you. Chad Likes Fortnite, well, very cool. Nothing wrong with that. Sebastian Ferris, I'm very sorry for your loss. It is never, never, never easy or fun. Have a good day. Best you can. Lord Sithus, did I do that? That did? 13? 14. Yep, Lord Sithus. Worthy the Lord, thumbs up and thank you. Matthew Bolanos, thank you very, very much. Alive Too Long, greatly appreciated. And we have Tall Dude 123, thumbs up and thank you. Angel Large, greatly appreciated. Adrian Bryan, thumbs up and thank you. Alexander Slamilton, thumbs up and thank you very, very much. Ethan Coolbro 18 Gamer, thumbs up, greatly appreciated. And German Sogstat Lingas, where I am nowhere close to pronouncing that properly, but thank you so much for commenting and watching. It is appreciated. And then we have E. Oh, you wish. Oh, you young people. And Wesker the Baker, thumbs up and thank you. It's a comment. It's a, he's too old to understand this kind of rap. It's like, you're never too old to enjoy something or understand something. You're never too old to understand anything from the human experience. You are too young to understand that. Hey, I'm old. We all get there. Anyway, though, if you can check out my various links, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, NearlySeniorCitizen.com. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. But if you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, no fear. I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest. So thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. Definitely a thumbs up. And if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be very cool. Greatly appreciated. I will understand if you did not wish to. I mean, hokey smokes on a banana stick. A banana stick. Huh. But if you are down with it, I will do my very best to keep you entertained from now until the literal end of time. A very good thing. Definitely a thumbs up. Well, hokey smokes. I've got this video. I have another video. I actually might do another song mutilation today. I've got a song that at first it wasn't doing much for me, and then I've been working on it, looking at it, and now it really wants to be done. So it might be another mutilation today, might wait till tomorrow. Hard to say, we'll just have to see. So, well, it's close enough to time. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that, my friend, is a very good thing. Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about my intros and outros and them staying the same all the time. And I still don't have time for that. Oh well, hopefully tomorrow. Take care, have a great day, and let's say goodbye.